Okay, I'm back. I went today not expecting to go because I really don't have nowhere to hunt to mount anything, but I know of some ditches that I could possibly find something washed out in. I found these couple of pieces. That's an old wore out Kirk stem. Well, they've sharpened the far out of that. Got a modern ear missing on it. Just old gnarly. It's got some cool flakes on it though, where they resharpened it. And then I found this little doozy right here. Let me get him way out, he'll look better. He's awful pretty in color. Purple and blue. It's translucent around the edges. Got a little ear missing right there. Looks to be old. It's got basal grinding, and these shoulders are ground up to where you see the taper stop. Some neat thinning strikes. That's about a, way I got it figured, that's equivalent to about a 50 grain muzzleloader tip. Bring down most any North American game. I was going to show you a few others while I had this piece right here out that are in the same line. It also has basal grinding, and these shoulders are ground heavy. And in trying to determine what these are, there's only two choices in my area. One of them is this Heinz point. It's transitional paleo, basal grinding, short. Let's see, how is it? Short, expanding stem. In comparison with the Pelican, that has a long expanding stem. So I brought both examples out to show you. This is either the Heinz point or just a small example of the Pelican. That's a real attractive piece right there. Beautiful colors, really well made. It's also got grinding up to about right there on both sides. And the base is ground. It's got some nibbling right there, so that's a pretty piece. And then here's one that's even smaller than the rest of them. Made out of Harrisburg chert, super thin. It's got even little flutes, I believe, that runs up this one. Can't see them hardly. I can't. That one's real nice made, finely serrated. And then here is a telltale Pelican for sure. Found this at the Sidekick in 2013. You can see the long expanding stem compared to these. Of course, I don't pay much attention to the way that the base is configured, because even with the Pelican, they show that they've got different types of bases. See one coming down here, and then one like that, and anywhere from straight across to winging down. But I am noticing that this one has much longer, and this is a big example of Pelican, but it has much longer expanding base than these others, but they are in the same family. This one's real heavy ground. You can probably see it. That's a good example of a pelican. And they're both transitional paleo pieces. Anyway, there's your tutorial for today. Hope y'all have good luck. Sorry I didn't take the camera with me today, but this is one of those days where the wind was gusting real heavy and spitting rain and calling for thunderstorms, and I really wasn't planning on going, so I didn't take my camera even with me. But I'm glad to have went and found this little piece right here. All these three came from the old stomping grounds. This came from Sidekick, and then this came from just off my dovetail field. These two fields here are close together, but this field was about not far from for an Indian, about 12-15 miles apart. Appreciate you watching. Merry Christmas.